Welcome to my channel. I'm Jack, and I'm back. So I guess you can say I'm back, Jack. Join me as I dive into the wild story of 4 people who got arrested for trying to use fake credit cards on a cruise ship. Can I uncover what really happened? 4 individuals were recently taken into custody after attempting to use counterfeit credit cards on the MSC Magnifica cruise ship. This bizarre incident raises a lot of questions about security on these oceanic getaways. The fact that it happened on a cruise ship makes it all the more intriguing. We don't typically think of these relaxation-oriented vacations as hotbeds of criminal activity. The combination of a luxurious voyage and the excitement of exploring new destinations can make it easy to let our guards down, but this incident serves as a stark reminder that even in the most unlikely of places, criminal activity can still occur. As I delve deeper into this story, I want to explore the circumstances surrounding the arrests and what it might mean for the future of cruise ship security. The cruise industry has experienced significant growth in recent years, with millions of people flocking to these floating resorts every year. While the vast majority of passengers are law-abiding citizens looking to unwind and have a good time, the relaxed atmosphere and large crowds can sometimes facilitate fraudulent activities. It's not hard to imagine how the close quarters and transient nature of a cruise ship can make it easier for scammers to blend in and go unnoticed. When you're on a cruise, you're in a unique environment where you're surrounded by new people, and it's easy to let your guard down. You're on vacation, after all. But this incident is a sobering reminder that even in these seemingly carefree environments, we need to remain vigilant and aware of our surroundings. Moving on to the details of the incident, it's been reported that the 4 individuals in question were caught attempting to use fake credit cards to make large purchases on the ship. How did they plan to get away with it? And what kinds of security measures did they hope to evade? The suspects allegedly used sophisticated methods to create the fake credit cards, which were designed to look and feel like the real thing. It's unclear at this point how they managed to get their hands on the necessary materials and technology to create these convincing forgeries. One thing's for sure, the cruise line in question took swift action once the fraudulent activity was discovered. The suspects were identified as 35-year-old Michael F. Emanuel and 38-year-old Tarisha Delgado, both from the Boston area, and 28-year-old Devin Jones and 32-year-old Quentin Marcellus Tuck, both from the Beaumont, Texas area. And apprehended quickly, and the ship's security team worked closely with local authorities to ensure that the matter was handled properly. The response from the cruise line has been commendable, but this incident does raise important questions about the security protocols in place on these vessels. Are they doing enough to protect their passengers from this type of activity? And what can be done to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future? It's also worth noting that this incident is not an isolated one. Credit card fraud is a growing concern worldwide, and cruise ships are not immune to it. In fact, the unique environment of a cruise ship, where passengers are often in close proximity and sharing common spaces, can make it easier for scammers to operate. According to recent data, credit card fraud has increased by over 20% in the past year alone. And when you factor in the sheer volume of transactions that take place on a typical cruise ship, it's clear that this is an issue that needs to be taken seriously. I came across an article from a leading travel publication that highlighted the challenges of combating fraud on cruise ships. It quoted a security expert who noted that the transient nature of cruise ship passengers makes it difficult to track and identify potential scammers. Another article from a major news outlet reported on a similar incident that occurred on a different cruise line just last year. It's clear that this is a problem that's not going away anytime soon, and that cruise lines need to take proactive steps to address it. Some might argue that most cruise passengers are law-abiding citizens, and that incidents like this are isolated exceptions. But I believe that it's precisely because of this assumption that we need to be vigilant and proactive about security on cruise ships. After all, the very nature of a cruise ship, where passengers are in close proximity and sharing common spaces, makes it easier for scammers to operate. By acknowledging the potential risks and taking steps to mitigate them, we can ensure that our vacations are both enjoyable and secure. As I reflect on this incident and its implications, I'm left with a sense of concern about the state of security on cruise ships. It's clear that more needs to be done to protect passengers from fraud and other criminal activity. I believe that it's up to the cruise lines to take a proactive approach to security, and to work with law enforcement to identify and prevent fraudulent activity. By taking these steps, we can ensure that our vacations are not only enjoyable but also safe. What do you think about cruise ship security? Do you think that cruise lines are doing enough to protect their passengers, or is more needed to be done? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about travel safety, be sure to check out my video on the top travel scams to watch out for. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay blessed. And I'll see you in the next video.